with that information, also there's a necessity that we work together. You know, knowledge is one thing, but if we don't apply it, we don't use it, you know, it goes for naught. You know, so we want to thank you, Brother Asante, for. You putting it out there. Let me just put it out there. Brother Asante's been doing this for a minute. I don't know if y'all know that. I met the brother offhandedly, and he offered to donate his books to Christopher's Place. And I'm not talking those books that you see being sold for 38 cents. I'm talking real books. And he gave us his books, his major books, and we used it for like 2-3 classes before you all got here. Now, how it goes, you know, brothers get a book and they read it 88 times, and they forget to give it back so somebody else can benefit from it. So we had about 20 of his books, his classic books. Brother mentioned that he needed his books for his class, right? Long story short, we didn't get them all together. But he didn't flinch, he didn't blink. He worked with us, we worked something out. But I'm just saying, that kind of sharing of information, you know, it's a difference. He had it, he read it, but he was willing to go another step and share that information for those of us who don't have it like that.
How long of research did it take y'all to come up with it?
Yes, we came together.
There's a lot of information
Yes.
that Professor Asante was giving us, you know, reading, and a lot of readings that we did, so we was able to go back and then go find our own results and research and things like that. But a lot came from our professor giving us and steering us towards the right direction.
Okay. So that's because
we have no knowledge of self or no knowledge of where we come from. Our history as African Americans has been so distorted and tampered with that we sometimes can't distinguish what's true or what's false. But fortunately for me, through the journey of this project and this class, I've become educated to some of my history, and my senses have been enlightened by the knowledge that I have acquired. Through my journey of the Freedom Project, I have created my own path. And to me, it's one of importance, sacrifice, nobility, and dignity. Before this project, or African American Literature 210, Mr. Asante's class, I was a lost soul with lack of self-love or knowledge of self. And I have to admit, I hated the beginnings of this class because I thought his demands were unrealistic. But as I endured the struggle given to us, I have achieved power, a type of inner power I could not have achieved in any other class. I have come to learn myself and know my history through the readings of Chinua Achebe, the slave narratives, and the one I related to the most, Their Eyes Were Watching God. I have become the snake that once was in the belly of the frog.
I was talking to my grandmother a couple of weeks ago, and she was sitting down in her home. She's 87 years old, and she's lived a long life. And as she was reflecting on the struggle that she had been through, she said, "Child, I've been through some things. I've been walking a long ways, and I've been through some things." And she was telling me about her struggle, and she was thinking about what is going on today in our world with our people. She said, it's hard that I see brothers and sisters dying, and I'm tired. And she said, "You know what? I've been in prison for a long time." She said, "I want to be free." And she looked me in my eyes and she said, "Do you want to be free?" I said, "Yeah, I want to be free." She said, "Well, you're going to have to fight for it, son, because it's not going to be given to you." She said that the struggle that we're facing is not one that's going to be easily overtaken, and you have to have strength. You have to have courage. And she epitomized that courage and strength. And so as I looked at my students, and I see courage and strength in their eyes, I see the hope of the future that we have for ourselves today. And as I look at the brothers and sisters in here, I see hope and the courage. If we're going to get free, how are we going to get free? Who's going to do it? Well, first of all, we have to look in the mirror. We have to look at ourselves and ask us, what can we do? I saw for myself that my class had a struggle, and I said, we need to figure out what are the keys to liberation. We read Willie Lynch's letter, and we read how And I wanted them to think about, well, how do we get free? What are the keys to freedom? And that's what this project was all about. It was about freedom. I don't know about you, but do you want to be free? And that's what we have to ask ourselves. Well, how are we going to get free? We've been talking for a long time. In 1976, Chancellor Williams said, we are in a state of crisis. Well, it's 2006, and we are still in a state of crisis. So how do we get